one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 15 now, Prescott. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous now. We're at the beginning of turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Throwing, Prescott. And Walker has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard.
Delaney Walker, a gain of 21 yards. First down, Dallas.
Hey, we're going in. 54. Check back.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
13.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze going for the deep ball. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw is Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way.
Well, Sanders has it poked free, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. You kill! Shit! 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. 52. You kill!
On play action, it's Breeze. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The 26-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Opposite. I'm coming after you. Check me. Go.
Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Little waiting. Check. All day.
Now a play fake. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Another run here with Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
they like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
11.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a carry for Sanders. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56, Mike, 56.
Now Prescott. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
We go 46.
56, Mike, 56.
46.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Ready? We're waiting.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, easy.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brees. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26,
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Kill. Double up. 21.
Breeze now. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more. More coming into the league, those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Yellow lady.
Breeze now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Kill.
Now Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, exit. Check right 54.
Play action. Breeze. And Ginn's got it. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Wide. Get wide. Check. Easy. Opposite. Hey, orbit.
On play action. Now Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Elliott. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
You ain't got nothing. Shoot.
We're going to 53.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going to 54.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Sammy.
Stay with your man.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Murray running right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, How about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option?
And they're right down here looking for 6. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Ready? Yeah, we're waiting. Check 53, Mike. Not here.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Saints,
big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more resto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board. Cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Thank the Lord for my people in my